Hi everybody, it's Mr. Montgomery, and we're once again doing some more help sessions for the audition material for next year's bands at College Station Middle School and the other middle schools as well. Before we get started, this is for trumpet, and I want you to make sure that you've got your trumpet ready to go again. Check your valves. If you've been playing a lot, you may need more valve oil. Once that is good, make sure that you have your tuner, because you need to be able to tune, and we're going to use the metronome function on it. And most importantly right now is you're going to need a pencil. So why don't you get those three things together, and we'll see here in just a second. All right, go ahead and get your pencil handy, and let's start writing some things on variation 2, or at least pointing them out. So on variation 2, we're still in the same key signature. So trumpet, you're playing your F scale, starts on the booger finger. Pretty easy scale going up. We'll come back to that in a minute. What I want you to do now is just look through it. I'm looking at it. I see the first measure. This is measure 13. 4 notes under a slur, then another 4 notes under a slur, with a crescendo underneath that. So we're counting it out. 1 te, 2 te, 3 te, 4 te, 1, 2, 3. And did you notice there's a slight decrescendo in measure 14? Not a lot, just a little bit. And then we get to measure 15. The slurs have changed. The grouping has changed. So now we're going 1 te, 2 te, 3 te, 4 te, 1 te, 2 te, 3 te, 4. Nothing fancy, but it's a group of 3 slurs and 1 note kind of all by itself. 1 te, 2 te, 3 te, 4 te, 1 te, 2 te, 3 te, 4. And then the last measure, a grouping of 2 slurs. 1 te, 2 te, 3. Okay? So, we've counted it. We just counted it together. You need to probably go back through and count it again and finger through it as well. So, I'll let you do that real quick, and then before we play variation 2, let's play through the scale. So this is concert this is concert E flat scale, but the F scale for trumpet. F scale for trumpet starts on F. Notice we're playing B flat, trumpets B flat. A lot of booger finger in this scale. Okay? Here is variation 2. Oh, let's turn our metronome on. Quarter note equals 60. So 4 beats every measure. And 1 te, 2 te. Here we go. Doesn't have to be perfect. I cracked a note here and there, but you have the opportunity to go back and record that as many times as you like. We just played variation 2 at 60 beats per minute. Now we're going to increase the speed and see what we can do. Keep in mind, we're always trying to do the crescendo. Sometimes when you do dynamics on a recording, it's hard to get them to turn out. So exaggerate, go back and listen to your recording and make sure that you can hear yourself changing. A lot of times we hear what's in our head, but not what's coming through the trumpet. So it's good to listen to yourself play. Here is variation 2 at 72 beats per minute. And 1, 2, te, here we go. How'd you do? I bet you did great. All right, let's kick it up a notch and let's go to 80. So I'm changing my metronome. So now I'm going 80 beats per minute. Make sure we're looking for the slurs, groups of 4s, groups of 3s, and then one group of 2. 1 take, 2 take, here we. Good. And make sure you go all the way through the half note. All right, and this is the trumpet help session for Variation 3. Variation 3 is a lot of changes. Everything so far has been in the same key signature. Oh, before we get started, do you have your pencil? Why don't you get it real quick? Make sure you have it. You're going to need it. Okay. Ready to go with the pencil. First thing we need to do is look at that key signature. For trumpets, this is key of G. So as I'm playing through the key of G, or the G scale, starts on G. I gotta watch out. I don't have B flat anymore. I have B natural. Let's play the first 4 notes. G, A, B natural, C. There's that secret note. That one's going to give us the most fun. Now, as you played higher, D, E, F sharp, G, we also have F sharp. Now, I don't think you have any high F sharps yet. Yeah, no high F sharps, but there are going to be some low F sharps. And what might be even trickier is that there are F naturals marked. Okay, so let's play through the top part. D, E, F sharp, G. Go for the high one time, and then we'll play the low one. Or, if we're playing the low, remember when you're playing your Ds, because you will have Ds in this part of the exercise, D has to be kicked out a little bit with your kick slide. Okay? So, we got the key signature kind of talked about. Lots of second valve. Let's count it. And the very first thing you see is some dotted rhythms here. Variation 3, measure 18. 1, 2, 3, ta forte. Did you catch the pulse? I hope it makes sense. When we count that dotted 8th note, we're going to be thinking 16th note pulses. 1, 2, 3, ta forte. Just as if there were 3 16th notes right there. 1, 2, 3, ta forte. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, forte. 1 ta 2, forte. 1 ta 2, forte. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1 ta 2 ta 3. Looks formidable, doesn't it? But you can do it. Absolutely, you can do it. All right. Variation 3 is going to be fun. You have your pencil? Let's mark a few things. First things, we have measure 18. It's a little bit different style. It's kind of bouncy and separated. And that's what that dotted 8th, 16th note does. But let's skip ahead. You've got 18, 19. Go to measure 20. Measure 20 starts off on a high E. Do you know how to play high E? You can play it open, and you'll have to kind of lip up a little bit. And I think that's our best option. So we'll play high E, open, no fingers. Then we come down to our D, C, and look at this. In measure 20, the 4th note is B natural. Second valve, B natural. So would you go ahead and mark your B natural in measure 20? E, D, C, B natural, G. Got it marked? Great. Go to measure 21. In measure 21, we have a B flat. So they've changed the key signature back just for this one measure. Just for this one measure. So B flat's no big deal. And look ahead. On your fourth note, there is F natural. That is a regular old plain Jane booger finger F. All you got to do is put down first valve. So B flat, A, G, F, F, A. And I think I'm singing the wrong pitches. I hope you'll forgive me for that. But B flat, A, G, and regular F. The next note is also F because the accidental carries through the measure. Okay, so that should get us to measure 21. Here is measure 22 on the next line down. No big deal, 16th notes. One ta 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 two forte. And you just have to watch out because the key signature has changed back. G, A, B natural, C, high D again. Okay? And the next measure, measure 23. A, B natural again. C, D, high E, open. And then we get to measure 24. B natural, A, G, and there's that D. Don't forget to use your kick slide on the D. And then, of course, the measure 25. G, A, B, C, B natural, A, G, and here's the sneaky one, F sharp. So in measure 25, your second to last note is F sharp. And get your pencil and mark that right now. So as you're playing measure 25, and I'm not tonguing some of those. We'll get that in a second. I think we're ready to play variation 3. So go ahead and set your metronome to 60 beats per minute. Quarter note gets the beat. And let's just briefly just kind of look at your key signature here. Scan the line. And let's see what happens. 2 and 3 and... There we go. So let's change our metronome to 70. And my metronome goes to 72. So be a little bit faster. If you need to do it slower, then do it slower. 3, 4, and 1, 2, variation 3. Okay, and let's check that metronome and move it up to 80. It's real easy to skip some articulation. I catch myself in measure 25 not wanting to tongue the beginning of some of those slurs, but you need to retongue them, and I'll make sure I get it this time. Variation 3, 2, 2, 2. Here we go. And that is variation 3 at 80 beats per minute. Good luck.